A sea of change, warmer waters, stronger storms. Our oceans are warming. This is a fact, and its consequences are far-reaching. One of the most alarming effects is the increase in powerful storms. Warmer waters act like fuel for these storms. They provide more energy, making them stronger and more destructive. Imagine a pot of water on a stove. As the water heats up, it starts to bubble and boil. The same principle applies to our oceans. Warmer waters lead to more evaporation, which in turn fuels the storms. This isn't just a theory, we're seeing it happen right now. Storms are rapidly intensifying, leaving a trail of devastation in their wake. Coastal communities are bearing the brunt of this change, facing rising sea levels and more frequent intense storms. The connection between warmer oceans and stronger storms is undeniable. We must act now to address this growing threat. Supercharged threats. Dana and Milton's fury, super typhoon. Dana and Hurricane Milton are stark reminders of the destructive power of these supercharged storms. Dana, a Category 5 typhoon, ripped through the Pacific, leaving a trail of destruction across several island nations. Homes were destroyed, livelihoods shattered, and lives tragically lost. Milton, a powerful Atlantic hurricane, slammed into the southeastern United States. The storm surge flooded coastal cities, while hurricane-force winds tore apart buildings and infrastructure. The economic and human toll was immense. These storms are not isolated incidents, they're examples of a worrying trend. Warmer waters are leading to more intense and destructive storms. The impact on human lives and economies is undeniable. We must learn from these events and take action to mitigate the factors contributing to this dangerous trend. The science of superstorms, fueling the fire. The science behind this phenomenon is clear. As ocean temperatures rise, more water evaporates into the atmosphere. This warm, moist air is the fuel that powers storms. Think of it like this. A campfire needs wood to burn. The warmer the wood, the faster and hotter the fire. Similarly, warmer ocean water provides more energy for storms, making them more intense. This increased energy translates into stronger winds, heavier rainfall, and higher storm surges. The result is more destructive storms that cause greater damage and pose a significant threat to human life and property. The science is clear. Warmer oceans mean stronger storms. We must heed this warning and take action to address the root cause: climate change. Section 4. A glimpse into the future, predictions and warnings. Scientists at institutions like the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, or NOAA, are sounding the alarm. Their research points to a future with more frequent and intense storms as ocean temperatures continue to rise. These predictions are not based on speculation. They are the result of sophisticated climate models and data analysis that show a clear link between rising global temperatures and the intensification of storms. The message is clear. We can expect more storms like Dana and Milton in the future. The consequences of inaction are dire, with coastal communities facing the brunt of these supercharged storms. We must listen to the warnings of scientists and take urgent action to mitigate climate change and protect our planet from further harm. Section 5. A history written in wind and water, rising tides, rising concern. The connection between ocean warming and storm intensity isn't new. Scientists have been observing this trend for decades. Historical data shows a clear correlation between rising sea temperatures and the increasing power of storms. The evidence is in the data. Hurricane intensity has increased in recent decades, coinciding with rising sea temperatures. This trend is particularly pronounced in regions like the North Atlantic, where hurricane activity has been well documented for centuries. The historical record is a stark reminder of the consequences of inaction. We are witnessing the effects of climate change in real time, and the future looks increasingly uncertain if we fail to act. The time for debate is over. We must learn from the past, acknowledge the urgency of the present, and work together to secure a safer future for generations to come. Section 6. Our shared responsibility. Turning the tide on climate change. The The situation is serious, but there is still hope. We can all play a part in mitigating climate change and reducing the threat of supercharged storms. Reducing carbon emissions is crucial. We must transition to cleaner sources of energy, improve energy efficiency, and adopt sustainable practices in our daily lives. Governments, businesses, and individuals all have a role to play. By working together, we can create a more sustainable future and protect our planet from the devastating effects of climate change. The choices we make today will determine the future of our planet. Let us choose action, choose hope, and choose a future where we live in harmony with nature, not in fear of its fury.